Hello, I'm Don Veith of the Casada Academic All-America Committee, and I'm joined today by Zoe Baker, the Academic All-America Female Track and Field Student Athlete of the Year for NCAA Division II. Thank you, Zoe, for joining and spending some time with me today.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
You know, what does this award mean to you? It's not just the athletics piece; it's also academics, and obviously, you've been really good in your sport all season and also really good on the classroom for 4 years at Colorado School of Mines. Just talk about winning this. What does this award mean to you?
I think this award for me is very special because it kind of represents what athletes at the Colorado School of Mines in general care about. So we're like a small engineering school. We've got like really rigorous academics, and I think everyone there is invested in their career and invested in putting a lot of time and effort into academics. So being a part of Mines is very important for me to like reflect that culture and also put in a lot of time and work into my academics. Um, as well as trying to succeed athletically and pursue my individual and team athletic goals. So yeah, this award is special because I feel like I have, it means that I've kind of accurately uh, reflected to the world just how good Colorado School of Mines, how good my teammates, how good our entire like athletic program is at balancing super rigorous academics with athletics.
You know, you just mentioned there, and you're a 4.0 student, and really, you're one of the top distance runners in the nation. So, how did you make that all work?
Yeah, so obviously it wasn't very easy, just a lot of stress to go around. But I think for me, track and practice and my athletic dreams were really like negotiable. So I would just like that one thing in my schedule I would never skip out on. And I think when you like decide to make time for something, you can usually make time for that thing. Um, Also, my coach in the entire program is like incredibly flexible. My coach, I think, I know is one of the best distance runner coaches in the entire country, and he balances that with being just incredibly understanding to everyone's individual needs. So if someone has like a mental health day or is stressed about school or wants to go pursue an internship in a different state, he'll always say, put your career, put your academics first. I have always felt incredibly supported to pursue everything outside of athletics that I wanted to do, while also having, like, again, one of the top distance running coaches to support me athletically. And so that's been really awesome. And again, like the team environment, especially our women's team, I think it'd be very hard to find a women's team like ours because every single person there is pursuing STEM and engineering and is also running at a high level. And just having that strong like female support group of like women who are doing engineering and are running and understand like just how much work that you have to go through too, it almost makes it easy. So yeah, just incredibly lucky to be supported by a lot of cool people.
You know, you have all this support system, but who do you credit for installing a lot of these values in your life just to be, you know, great in the classroom, just and great on the field?
Yeah, so I guess my mom was or is a huge athlete herself. She was like a college basketball player, and she's currently absolutely obsessed with volleyball and so much more athletic than me. You wouldn't even be able to believe it. And she pushed me to do a lot of sports, and I wasn't very good at them, but I was good at the running part of it. And she's always been super excited, even though running isn't exactly her idea of a fun sport or fun to watch. She's always been like super excited and incredibly supportive in my like athletic pursuits of like whatever sport I chose to do. Um, and both my parents too. My dad has always really encouraged just like exploring things I'm passionate about and turning that into a career. So I was never really like influenced or told that I needed to go into engineering, but just kind of naturally through having a lot of opportunities presented to me was able to discover that I did enjoy like computer science and math and engineering. So yeah, just incredibly lucky in that respect. I think too, my high school coach um, and my high school team in general, we had like two professional runners that came and helped coach us, and they were both like super inspiring. And my high school coach just made running a fun sport. He wasn't, I guess I don't respond well to coaches that are like super um, kind of just unwilling to talk about like why their methods work and stuff. I've always approached running like kind of from like a curious scientific brain. So he was someone that was always willing to like talk running, like training with me, talk physiology, talk why this thing worked and stuff. And yeah, it was just super fun. So I guess coaching and then parents, everything kind of has helped me be able to pursue this combination of academics and athletics.
You're a distance runner, and what does training for that consist of?
Yeah, so a whole lot of running, obviously. It's kind of interesting. So unlike some other like endurance sports like swimming or cycling, running is very high impact, right? So you're actually limited in both the amount of volume you can handle and the intensity at which that is at. So actually the majority of our days of training are like, we use this term called easy. It's just a way of saying the intensity of the run. It doesn't say like, oh, running is easy, but we have like 80% of our weekly miles that we run are around like easy pace. So it's pace where it's like conversational, which I think is really fun because that means you can just run with friends and talk and deload. So like having like 3 or 4 days out of the week, you just go on a run with friends and you like with your teammates and you can just talk about your day. I think makes it so fun. And then we have like 2 like higher intensity workouts in a week, which are definitely pretty painful. And then a longer run. So kind of traditional like distance running, just a lot of mileage. I think I got up to like 80 miles a week. So just a lot of time running. Um, and then some lifting as well. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward with distance running.
You competed several different distance races, but what's the perfect distance for you?
Yeah, so if you look at what I do the best in, it'd probably be the 10K, but I think I have the most fun with the 5K. It's over a lot more quickly than the 10K, and it's just a fun distance to run. Like you're not sprinting from the start, but I feel like you're also engaged the entire time. For people, like if you're unfamiliar with it, like most high school cross country races are 5K, and most like fun runs and races are 5K. So I feel like everyone that runs kind of knows what a good 5K time is or has like their own 5K personal record that they've run in the past. So it's like very engaging to try to chase after that because I feel like we all hold our like 5K times and our mile times like close to our hearts and stuff. So yeah, probably the 5K.
When you're running, is there anything you think about, or is there a song that's in your head as you compete?
Yeah, I mostly there's a large part of the race where I just try to like not think. I try to like just focus on the girl in front of me. Just try to relax as much as possible. And then when it gets hard, I generally try to like say like I guess different mottos and stuff. And sometimes they're like nice and friendly, and other times my motto for the 10K is till the bitter end, because to me it just feels like a race where you're just trying to hang on till the very bitter end. And I'll just like keep like repeating that in my head. But yeah, try not to think too much.
Last year was your fourth year with Colorado School of Mines. Just talk about this last season.
Yeah, so uh, cross country was amazing. It's a really fun season. Our women's team podiumed again, which I was super grateful to be a part of. Indoor track season was a bit of a fairy tale season for me. I ran a 5K time I never thought I'd be able to, and it was super fun. I got the opportunity to like run on some tracks and go to some places that I never thought I'd be able to. We ran on like the Boston University track, which is like super bouncy and fast and full of D1 runners. And I got major like imposter syndrome because the race right before mine, the American record was set and the North American record was set in the 5K by 2 women. And then it was my turn to get on the track. And I was like, wow, this is happening. And then outdoor was awesome. Again, got to compete at some very special meets, got to go to like Stanford Invitational. I was basically just like amazed by everyone I saw because they were all the people that I like idolized. And I was like, wow, I'm just bumping into these people and lining up with some of them, getting laughed by one of them. But it's the way it is. She was really fast. And then, yeah, indoor track nationals went well for me. I was happy with that. Outdoor track nationals wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I figure it's fuel for the fire because I do plan on returning for another season. So,
You mentioned that you're returning for another season,
mhm.
but you're also looking forward to a career after that too.
Yeah. So right now I'm doing an internship in software engineering in the Bay Area, and then I'm returning to school in Colorado at Mines in the fall, and then hopefully finishing up my master's. I'm doing like a research based master's, and then from there deciding if I want to continue to work in industry or if I want to pursue a PhD in computer science.
That's amazing. And congratulations once again for this. This is a great season, and congratulations on being this year's Kasaya Academic All America of the Year for women's track and field in Division II.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.